Hey there, welcome to or back to my channel. I've been sitting on this build and video for a little while now. I didn't have internet for a bit, so Fallout vids in general were just out of the question. But now that we've finally moved and have internet, I can finally get back into the swing of Fallout building again, and I can't wait to show you some of the projects I've been working on. My inspiration for this build was a beach resort here at Nordhagen. Not the most original idea, but definitely something I had in mind for it for a while now. I just never had the motivation to finish. I really like maintaining certain elements of settlements and keeping them in the builds, so I kept this boathouse here and just built everything else around it. My idea behind the settlement itself was that this building was already naturally here and abandoned, and someone just took it over. Not necessarily someone built it after the war, because it's kind of unreasonable with how clean it is. I really like the idea of the White Springs in Fallout 76, so I carried the idea of the place being run by robots over onto this build. My favorite parts of this build include the gift shop, which I used the starter boathouse to make, and the pier out back. I really loved how this area came out. It is so nautical and so much fun, and I can't wait to show you how it kind of all came together in workshop mode. Before that though, I do want to give a quick and huge shout out and thank you to Toots, because a lot of pieces just wouldn't have been possible in this build without his help and the help of the creation kit, of course. Alright, let's take a look in workshop mode. Starting off the parking lot over here, I wanted it to look as natural and practical as possible, so I tried to space out the cars evenly and add stuff like cones, signs, different little grebes and street things just to make it fit in a little nicer. I really wanted this area to give off the vibe that this really was a structure that was here before the war. I didn't do much to the exterior of the boathouse. The biggest project was definitely the hotel building. Here's some progress pictures I took early on to hopefully give you an idea of kind of where I started, but really I just went floor by floor until I was pretty much happy with the layout, and then I just fine-tuned it as I went. The first thing I definitely want to point out that Toots made is this wall clock up here. I really liked how the funeral hall clock looked, and I guess it kind of went with the base when it came to this structure, but I really wanted something that matched that black marble that the Snappy kit had, and Toots really came through. It looks so perfect, and the gold accents match great. He also added a bunch of different designs and options as well, if you're interested. You can find them on Xbox. I feel like I don't mention them on Xbox enough, but you can find them on Xbox under the Wilma D requested mod he made for me. Next up is the gift shop. It actually took me a good couple hours to get everything I wanted in here. The way I did it is I just put everything I knew I liked or maybe wanted to see in here outside and then just tried to squeeze it all in. The structure was actually a lot smaller than I anticipated. Next up down the hallway, I will show you the first room I made. I actually spent the longest time making this first room because I knew however I wanted this one, I would base all of the other rooms off of. In true hotel style, I wanted them all to at least have the same similar assets or items included in each. The bulk of the items are either from Creative Clutter, Port Royal, or USO. Those three mods pretty much make up most of this build, if not all of it, plus Toots mod, of course. Once I was happy with the first room, I pretty much did the exact same thing on the other side across the hall. I wanted these first floor rooms to kind of be the base budget, 1 night, 2 night only hotel rooms. There was going to be a laundry room where this bathroom was, but I kind of realized I didn't have a bathroom on the beach or anywhere close by, so figured I should probably include one down here. Side note, these are the cleanest bathrooms you may ever see me make in this game, so enjoy it while it lasts. Throughout the hallways, there's a lot of what I consider like just a hotel clutter, like ice machines, vending machines, cleaning supplies, that kind of stuff. Upstairs here, I have 2 rooms. I have pretty much another budget room, but with just 1 bed. As you can see, a lot of the same furniture carries out in this room, just kind of like a different boat on the wall, different layout, that kind of deal. The room to the left, however, is my honeymoon suite. I really wanted this room to give a different vibe since it was more of a themed room. Someone gave me the idea to have a lot of like candlelight, wine. I think I have like some snack cake somewhere. The only thing I don't like about this room is the bed. It's on theme and it's nautical, but it's really dirty, so we can just say the sheets are in the wash or something and we'll go with that because it's pretty much my only option. I really liked the heart lights on the balcony out here. There's a lot of just little like lovey touches, even a heart curtain in the bathroom because I'm that extra. Last but not least, inside here, up on the top floor, is the home to my penthouse suite. I had another little room option here that I was going to make either like an employee room or something of the sort, but after scrapping the idea for the laundry room downstairs, I decided to have a little housekeeping room here. So some laundry, extra sheets, cleaning supplies, anything the Mr. Handies or Miss Nannies would need to keep the place up and running. I may or may not have given this room a flamingo theme just so I could use these string lights, but let's not worry about that and just go take a look at it. This door to the left is just another entrance to the bedroom. There's another one I'm going to loop around to on the other side. Because this was a penthouse, I wanted it to be really open and large and a place where you could host like parties or getaways. I knew I needed a bar, a full-size kitchen, you know, the whole 9 yards. I had this open space in the corner that I was going to put a dining table, but I really liked the idea of having a little like dance floor since we're probably hosting parties or other things in this room as well. This room also has 2 balconies. It has an extra long one with probably the best view other than the lighthouse in this settlement, and then there's another small one in the bedroom. The bedroom is super on par with like a lot of the other rooms and has a lot of the same elements. It's just a little more luxurious. Got a robe, slippers, and this one has the nicest bathroom in this place. Am I the only one that wants one of these like scale sinks? I don't know, let me know in the comments if you want one because I really want one. Another thing I forgot to mention earlier, in all the bathrooms I use these mini vodka bottles from the Kuro tab because I thought they looked like little complimentary like shampoo and lotion bottles. It is getting dark, so I'll take a quick look outside. I really loved how this area came out, as I mentioned before. I spent a lot of time and effort fine-tuning a lot of the little details here. I do know the Mirelurk bat is clipping through the wall here. In order to have enough space next to my picnic table and such, it's just needed to happen. I don't think it looks too bad, all things considered, though. Another thing to point out are these ticket rolls. I had Toots make me these so we could sell tickets for this boat ride he made me. I had a normal swan boat here, and I liked how it turned out. It just needed a little more love. Someone recommended that I put like a skeleton hand or skeleton pieces in it, and I really liked how the hand looked in the swan's mouth, but it needed a little nicer touch, and he went all out. The bat peg leg, the missing arm in the swan's mouth, it just looks so great, and I'm so thankful because this is probably the best part of this build. Next up is the lighthouse. Nothing too crazy going on in the lighthouse. I wanted it to be more of kind of an attraction people could walk up, not necessarily a big thing. Just kind of added a little bit of clutter on the way up. There's some water up top from people tired from the walk. Also, I know these are video cameras, but they really gave me the vibe of like the kind of pier telescopes that they have at a lot of beaches and such. So that's kind of what I used them for here. I really like the idea of them using glowing ghouls for the light source and lighthouse, so I used the static ones from Toots mod Go Green Go Ghoul, but it just wasn't emitting enough green light for me, so I put in a SOE like green neon light. It sucks how much it sinks through to the lower levels, but I really like the effect it gives, so I think it's worth it. I have yet to record a silent tour or anything for this build. I'm debating even walking through it on a stream or something. I haven't decided yet. Let me know in the comments what you think. If you think stream might be a good idea, I'd love to get into streaming eventually since I have internet again. I've just been pretty indecisive about it. Well, that's about it for this video. I hope you enjoyed the build. If you have any questions or feedback, let me know down in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. Thank you so much for your time and watching the video, and I'll see you in my next one.